It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Hyunjin Ryu gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Alomar gloves it, and there's one down now.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and no one will track it down. The 1-2 is taken for ball two. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Another 2-2 offering. And he chased it in the dirt. Kirk has it. And he makes the throw to first. Verdugo is retired, two down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Next up for the Red Sox, Ted Williams. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the 2-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Carter is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Nothing in the Red Sox half of the first. The Blue Jays coming to bat on MLB Network. Lefty Grove is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, not a bad way to hang your hat. 300 career wins coming into this one here, and he'd certainly like to add to that to get to 301. Hey, who knows? Maybe career number 400 is not out of the reach for this guy. He's still one of the game's top pitchers.
Ready now, Roberto Alomar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1. is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Scooped up, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the first baseman, John Olerud.
Stepping in for the Jays, John Olerud. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count now. Paul Molitor is on deck. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next to bat for Toronto, Paul Molitor. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Olerud stands at first with 1 out. Fastball just inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Pops this one up. Fox in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 4th, the left fielder, Joe Carter.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Joe Carter. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. We are still scoreless. Riding in for Boston, Jimmy Fox. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Ryu now on 2-1. Ripped down the first base line. Base hit, and the Red Sox are into the hit column for the first time this season. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
So now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Into the corner and slicing foul. No one out with a runner at second. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
At the plate now, J.D. Martinez changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike two. No score here as we play inning number 2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
In now, Rafael Devers. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. This is foul right side. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Evans is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Batting 7, the right fielder,
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is flared right back over the mound. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 0-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Dwight Evans. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ryu now on 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And there are two away now.
The batter number 50, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Standing in, Dustin Pedroia, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Alex Verdugo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So striding forward now, Alex Verdugo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Red Sox lead 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
To the plate now, Derek Fisher. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Seared down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now the pitch. Fouled away. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Roberto Alomar. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Ted Williams.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The 1-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's another 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jimmy Fox. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And it's fouled away. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette gathers it in, and that's the second out.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Hit hard to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. What a play, and that ends the inning. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next to bat will be the first baseman, John Olerud. Hit back up the middle, reined in. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the Hall of Famer Paul Molitor. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box, Joe Carter. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
I got to count 2-2.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order through 4, still tied, 0-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Into the box, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Around first, digging for 2. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Carter has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Dwight Evans.
So digging in now, Dwight Evans flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-1 waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2 freezes him, a strikeout looking.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game. Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
The 3-2 one more time. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
So one away here with the bases empty. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were two down.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Fouled off. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. 6th inning coming up, still zip, zip. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dustin Pedroia. It was a walk in his last trip. 1-1.
Two balls, two strikes.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So now to the plate, Alex Verdugo. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. This one's down to third.
Molitor brings it in.
And there's out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Ted Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in, Alejandro Kirk. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Evans has it, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher the next to bat, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tried.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Evans is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Roberto Alomar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. 2 out, nobody on. Slow roller left side. Devers has it. Throw on to Fox, gets him to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. Still no score. Stepping into the box, Jimmy Fox. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
This ball will be chopped foul. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
1 gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Back on it is the left fielder. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
At the plate now, J.D. Martinez. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
To the plate now, Rafael Devers. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Bichette's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, the right fielder, Dwight Evans.
Now to the plate, Dwight Evans. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Red Sox are out in front, 2-0. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, John Olerud.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Paul Molitor. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
3-1 now as that misses down and in. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. The 3-1. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Verdugo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Into the box now, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A runner on first with 2 away. Pitch out, nothing doing. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Toronto. They're still down. It's 2-0. Anthony Bass is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Anthony Bass.
Now batting, Christian Vasquez. In prior meetings against Anthony Bass, just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. The 1-1 home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The number 9 hitter reaches base safely to start the inning, so here comes the top of the order with a man aboard.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
At the plate, Dustin Pedroia. Ground ball sent back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Ted Williams.
In now, Ted Williams. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
The 1-1 home.
Pull, that's inside.
2 out with the man at first. And he misses again, ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Stepping up to the plate, Jimmy Fox. He went down on strikes last time up. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Ryan Barucki answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it.
Barucki.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in to try it again, already with one home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Counts full. The pitch. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So coming to the plate, Rafael Devers, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Three and 2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
On he pops it up. Molitor in foul ground, but this will land untouched. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, another foul ball. This is pulled into right. Grichuk is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox 4, the Jays nothing. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. A look here at our starter comparison. And again, I don't want to be called the jinx, but the number to watch is in that hit column on the left side of your screen. A big 0. Here's Randall Grichuk. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk. Alejandro Kirk waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is a called third strike down in the zone.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Stepping up now, Alejandro Kirk. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 4-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. And digging in is the outfielder, Dwight Evans. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-2. Popped him up. Bichette is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Now in the box, Christian Vasquez. He singled his last time up. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Alex.
Ready once again, Alex Verdugo. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A 1-1.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on.
Ken Giles takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 51, Ken Giles.
Into the box, Ted Williams. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox 4, the Jays nothing. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And up next, the University of Virginia product Derek Fisher. Here now the 2-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he struck him out for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away from the no-no.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Standing in now, Roberto Alomar. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and two to Hall of Famer Robbie Alomar.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. So now just 1 man stands between he and his no-hitter.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In now, John Olerud. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Two out, nobody on. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Sent toward first. And they get the force, and that will officially do it. It's a no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the